I realize this is like a pretty unconventional way to start the vlog, but today is Wednesday, June 14th, and currently it's 10:30 p.m. And you may be wondering, why is he starting the vlog at the end of the day? I'll tell you. We are on the very like first section of the Georgia Traverse, on the furthest like west point of the Georgia Traverse, and we happen to be up here because we had some family stuff going on. And the last camping trip when we were at Moab, I didn't get to take the girls with me. The next one that we're on is like, we're actually going the week after next, we're gonna do the full Georgia Traverse starting from east to west. And I'm not taking the girls on, I can't take the girls on that one. So this was an opportunity for me to take the girls on a quick trip. Now Evelyn has never been on one of these trips. Lily has, obviously. Let's bring them on. Where's Evelyn? Here, let me get her. There you are. Here, you guys, lighting is kind of, there we go. Oh, check, do you see that back there, right here?
It's really good.
There's bugs right on there because bugs love lights.
Check this out, I gotta show you this thing.
And it just might be the only thing.
This light is
The bomb.
Yeah, the bomb, but it is, I feel obligated to plug them. Just as a full disclosure, the Go FSR people, I'll link to them in the description below. They gave me this light to try out, to sort of demo, if you will. This is gonna be the first trip that I've used it before. I wanna love it. I'm sure I'm gonna love it. Hey, stop shaking that around. I'm sure I'm gonna love it. But it has, you know what, I'm gonna show you all about it tomorrow. But let me tell you this, it has been sitting in the turtleback in the trailer since Moab. Hasn't had a charge. I honestly wasn't sure if it was gonna like, anyway, it's very, very bright. It's actually really great. Here's the plan, this is what we're doing. Tomorrow, we are going to head east on the Georgia Traverse, and we have all of tomorrow, and that's about it. We're gonna camp tomorrow night somewhere. This is probably gonna be one vlog. That's the plan, we're going to bed, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Morning. Good night.
Acting like a bozo. I've never seen the ocean.
Good morning, Evelyn.
Morning.
But I have swim.
How'd you sleep?
Good.
You getting your shoes on?
And it just might be the only thing that
I want to have some breakfast now. I really know how to open it, right?
Yeah.
Me and you would go first, right?
Right.
Because we are the fastest.
Here we go. I slept pretty good last night, but I'll admit, it was pretty warm.
Mom, Dad, I hate bugs.
You hate bugs?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hi.
I'm not exactly level here. Push to.
It's going to be dark again when we get there. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, stop hitting the camera.
There was a bug on the camera.
It's okay. You didn't hurt anything.
Yep. Hi. Today my dad's taking a video and we're going to go on another camping trip. Bye.
Something different we do with the girls. CVT has this pop-up shelter thingamajigger. Coleman makes a tent where it like has the instant pop-up thing like that. These poles, they just pop up like that. I don't know if I can do this with one hand now. There we go. The only downside is it takes up quite a bit of space. This thing goes up and breaks down really quick. Plus CVT includes a bunch of other little cool things in there to make it easy to shower with. So I kind of decided, especially after the Moab trip where I didn't have a good private enclosure, I was just going to start bringing this thing along, so I made room in the setup to make sure I can bring it because it goes up real easy. It's really nice, a lot of good privacy. Has a floor in it. Let me just show you. It's got a floor in it, but it's a screen floor. So you can shower in there and let it drain. And actually you can take that whole floor out but it gives you kind of like a false floor so that you can kind of stand on. And then there's pockets in here. There's a place to hang a towel right here. There's I don't know what this thing is. I think it goes to some of the stuff that you get. You got little hooks in here that you can hook stuff to. Little right there. Yeah, baby, what you need?
I need you to help me zip this door in the tent.
Yeah, I can zip it up. What you doing up here?
Going back to sleep.
You gonna go back to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Check this out. This is also something I wanted to get because I had another camp toilet, and the other camp toilet I had was also kind of a pain in the butt to set up. So this one, it just hooks right onto a 5-gallon bucket. See, what you do is you get two 13-gallon, well, I don't know if I really want to show you in there. How about we open it up like this? You get two 13-gallon trash bags and a 5-gallon bucket. You put a little bit of kitty litter in there, and you snap that thing. Excuse me.
Sleeping back.
And then you snap that toilet thing on the top, and then you have a camp toilet. Just like that. And then whenever you're done, you just pull all that stuff out, put it in the trash can, put the 5-gallon bucket back in the back in the trasharoo, and we're all good. It's okay, baby. Lily, just move over. As you can see, we're far from level, even with 3 max tracks over on this side underneath the tire. Raisin date and walnut. It's one of my favorites. You know, the tent is actually kind of an unsung hero. Doesn't really get a whole lot of praise or support. Or the funny thing is about a really good quality product is that if it's doing its job, nobody ever notices. I don't say much about it because I haven't had any issues with it. It's worked really, really well. It's kept me dry. I wish I had an air conditioner. I wish I had an air conditioner. CVT, maybe you can work on that one. I know, I'm joking. I kid. If I need it, but I've been letting this guy kind of sit in the sun. I had it on the whole time we were here last night, probably 2 hours. It was really bright, worked great.
Yep.
These things were super handy because we had one hanging in the little bathroom enclosure. We had a couple hanging underneath our tent. I really like this thing so far. It was super, super handy to have last night. Yep, here's pavement. All right, we have hit dirt again. Gosh, I don't know what that was. Total moving time of about 30 minutes, and we've gone about 15 miles, so I would say the majority of that, maybe 14 miles of that, was pavement. This trail's mostly well graded. It's got quite a bit of like rocks in the trail, some loose gravel. You can tell it's traveled some and maybe maintained a little. Things aren't getting rough yet. I don't know if things are gonna get very rough on this side of the Georgia Traverse. I know when people talk about roughness on the Georgia Traverse, it's all Tray Mountain, but I guess we'll find out. That's kind of the fun thing about overlanding is you get to experience and see, you know, see for yourself. Our first obstacle, obviously this is a fallen tree, but if you look here, you've got sawdust right here, and looks like it's all pretty fresh. I could be mistaken, but the Red Clay Rally happened last week and the weekend before, and I think that they used portions of the Georgia Traverse for whatever they were doing. Pretty sure we've got plenty of room to get through here. I will say I'm glad that that has been taken care of before I got here, because while I have a saw, that wouldn't have been fun to have to go through with like a handsaw. Chainsaw would have been the only way to do that one. So we had rain in the forecast. I knew we had rain in the forecast, and my hope is that the rain kind of passes by the time it is time to begin setting up camp. The plan is about 5 o'clock or 5:30 to start kind of like looking. If I see something that's like exceptional, like a great camping spot, like we'll stop, you know what I mean? If we get to 7 and we haven't found anything that's like super cool, we'll just stop at like a clear spot or something, kind of like what we did last night. The interesting thing about driving in this kind of weather, kind of have a theory, the first few minutes it starts raining on a trail like this, it actually gives you a little more grip because the trail is so dry and dusty usually. Right now it's nice and wet. We're like literally leaving no dust trail. Usually you leave quite a bit of, we're probably averaging about 20 miles an hour. We've covered about 77 miles so far today. I just wanted to take a minute to commemorate a milestone. At this very moment, we're at the highest altitude we've been in this entire trip. Right now we're at 1,783 feet. Last week I was in Heber City, and Heber City was like 6,500 feet, and it was markedly cooler, and Park City was even cooler than that. So here we are about 2,000 feet. Oh, thank you.
Do you like these?
Got me Doritos. I love Doritos, thank you. Right now it's 66 degrees outside. Hopefully your campsite has got some altitude to it. Uh-oh. We have an obstruction.
Company.
This is where having a chainsaw would be nice, but fortunately it looks like there's
I wish Tyler was here now.
3 smaller limbs that I can probably saw out of the way, and maybe
Tyler would love to cut this in half.
I just didn't want that to get in the way of your tent, so
I really appreciate that. Of course Tyler would love to cut this in half. Tyler's not here, and we don't have a chainsaw, so that is pointless.
We have one, but we left it at home.
It doesn't work.
Were you sweating?
Yeah, it is hot in that rain jacket.
He did it!
I'll tell you what. Why is that all wet? Why is this all wet?
Because we wiped it with wetness.
No, it smells like your grape soda. Did you spill? That would have certainly been easier with a chainsaw. In all honesty and all fairness, this is the first time I have ever had to deal with something like this. We have hit a new milestone. I think we found a great camping spot. It's actually, I believe, like the parking area for the trailhead of some like hiking trail, and I hope that it's okay that we camp here. It's like 6:15. I don't think anybody's gonna be coming here and using this. There's nobody here when we got here. And it's time to set up camp, so we're just gonna do it here. I have gone ahead and set up the Foxwing awning, and I went ahead and set it up before I did the tent, so we're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna try and set up the tent along with the Foxwing awning, set up this high. Probably gonna have to make some adjustments. Okay, so currently,
I'm dizzy.
I don't really know where we are. We had a total time of 9 hours and 43 minutes, but that doesn't include the last hour that I let it just run. We covered 114 miles today. We've gone anywhere from 600 feet to 2,300 feet in altitude today. Average speed was 11.7 miles per hour. We were doing an average pace of 5 minutes per mile. We had a moving time total of 5 hours and 56 minutes. And we really covered a lot of distance, because here is the entire Georgia Traverse right there. And we probably made it halfway today alone. Now I happen to know that this section right here moves much slower, and I'm thinking that we entered in around here whenever we did it the first time. But so we came from here all the way up to here. I'm pretty stoked about that. It's pretty cool. Evelyn. Hey, are you sleeping? She's so tired. I don't know why. I guess sitting in a car is exhausting. Man, this is so dirty. All right, some veggies, some guac, some chips.
Really
Pretty good start.
It was really good, actually.
Hey, do you want the rest of this applesauce? Cheddar and broccoli, rice stuff.
Taller than Noah, but she's 13. And I'm 11.
I'm 13.
No, you're not 13.
Just about done. Lily just dumped in chicken and the vegetables. Probably not the most nutritious dinner ever.
But it's good.
Sorry, but it is good. And we got some vegetables in a minute ago, so. And you can see where we are. It doesn't look like we're gonna get hit with anything serious tonight. So this FSR light, it really puts out a lot of light. This red light right here indicates that it's charging, by the way. Yeah, baby. Here's with the light on and the light off.
Wow, it turned red. How did that happen?
Light on. Light off.
Finish the hair. Shot.
Light on.
Dad, look.
Puts out a lot of light.
It's a braid ponytail.
It's a braided ponytail. All right, so the time is 9:28. Everything's done. I'm going to bed. If you like what we're doing, please make sure you're subscribed below. You can also support us by visiting our merch store and you can give the kids some work. Another way you can support us is by donating through our Patreon page. Remember, 50% of all donations are then given to an Overland-related charity, which you guys vote on every month. I've got links below for everything. Thanks a lot.